Hold on, let me seriously analyze.
It's so nice to meet.
So Momochi has like a part-time Akuma, right? I think so. So he probably knows this matchup pretty well. No anti-air, crouch race would've worked. Jumped from pretty close. Akuma can anti-air that kind of jump. Back roundhouse, pretty good. He did it twice. Got the counter hit. You can do better stuff there. Huh. Meaty light step for like a shimmy. That was really cool. Gets the opponent corner, puts up the orb. Uses it to cover a jump. Akuma can theoretically DP through that unless it's a true block string. And if it's not a true block string, I mean, if it is a true block string, it's not doing a whole lot. Still pretty good though. Still gets you wide damage and pressure. He probably could punish that with sweep. Akuma was really timid. I imagine Akuma sweep will punish. Oh, that didn't work? Too far away? I thought that was the right punish. Same medium kick would have been better. Same medium kick light toss you. That cars you in some. Oh, he didn't do it. Okay, so this is he had the win there. That was definitely gonna kill, at least with super, probably with meterless. I forget what his max damage combo is, meterless. There. It's probably just dash in, stay medium kick. No. Dash in, low strong. Does that even work? I think so. Dash in, low strong, stay medium kick, light fireball uppercut. I think. Alright. That looked like a setup, I guess. I don't know. Might have been a setup. Hard to say. No, I think that's platinum. It sure looks like a silver Goki. No, he just doesn't know the matchup, honestly. He also might be timid because it's Momochi. There are several factors at work here, I think. I can't see her anti-airing fireball well at all. I feel like he'd be doing a lot of jump fireballs. That was pretty good super confirm. Was it stand strong, low strong? Low strong, stand strong. See, that could have been hard hands. Hard hands would have added a shit ton of damage there. People aren't really using stand strong into hard hands. They're equally unsafe, so what's the deal? Didn't matter in that context. Oh, that had to be SPDable. Alright. Pretty good combo. I don't think that was safe. Oh no. He's doing that a lot. Is that just to gain ground? Is it just because he really doesn't want to lose ground? I find it very questionable that he's doing like a lot of fucking... What does that be? He's trying to whiff punish? Nice. Background is probably really good in this matchup. That's nice, that's a good confirm. Or rather, a good punish. He confirmed that he was punishing. You can raw confirm that though. No anti-air, or kind of a weird anti-air would be more accurate. He could have Crouch Fierce that or done something. Crouch Fierce would be like, I think that was in range. Her anti-airs are really bad. Like, they're really bad. If it were me, I would have made the Crouch Fierce hitbox a lot more vertical. I don't know why Capcom... I kind of know why. It's because she has... Any character who has, quote, good ground control must not have good anti-air. But I don't think that Kolin actually... I'm not convinced yet that Kolin actually has, like, good enough ground control to warrant bad anti-air. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was using basically no teleports when I was playing her, but I think that teleports... I think a lot of steps is good. I think that's the correct way to play her. The problem is it's really hard to tell a good step from a bad step right now. Wake up throw tech. That's pretty good considering that, like, I don't know. It's very obvious to a Kolin player that meaty throw is dangerous. I think Geef reacting to her other escapes is probably pretty good. In comparison to other characters, what character is better? What character is worse than her? I can think of two characters that are even questionably worse, which are Karin and Vega, and I think they're still both way better than her. Whoa, that was a good read and a really bad reaction. Her crouch fierce is quite consistent. I have no problem with that, except that it doesn't work from close. Like, if the opponent's within a certain range, then it won't anti-air jumps even if they're non-cross-up. And then from closer than that range, she literally has like no good anti-air. She has to jump. She has to air, because anti-airing is a non-option. She can anti-air with counter, and that's like really risky and gimmicky. If you jump crush counter normal, just destroys that. Yeah, but like air throw is like a last resort. Like technically speaking, it's not a true anti-air because they can't just hit a button early to punish it. The 2 hard punch is definitely good. 5 hard kick is also good, but it's very, very slow. If you get a crush counter with it, it's good, and it does have a good enough hurt box that it won't trade. But the range that it works is so far away. You can also V-skill from that range, and you'd probably rather V-skill since it does a lot more damage. So I think that stand hard kick is mostly irrelevant. It's made obsolete by V-skill. Anti-air V-skill is pretty good, but it only works from really far away. All of her anti-airs are only from really far away. Which is actually, it works kind of well with her orbs. It means you can't jump in on reaction, or like predicting her to do an orb. It means she can actually anti-air you from like a decent distance. So you can't like, you've got to approach on the ground. It like it kind of works with her toolset, don't get me wrong. To have good far anti-airs, but the lack of close anti-airs is just really bad. In the BAF Cup, there was a lot of success with anti-air jab and the follow-up mix-up. Like fucking Season 1. At least against me. I don't know if that's because her jump and attacks have really bad hitboxes or what. But it was doing work. And it did work from an anti-cross-up block, so I've got to experiment with that with more. I like didn't think that was a thing because I couldn't get it to work, but I should have tried it longer because it is a thing. Send light punches and anti-air. I like Kolin a lot. I think I know actually quite a lot about her now. I think Vega's probably a little worse off than Kolin, but I think Vega's literally the only character in the whole game who's worse off than Kolin in terms of anti-air. What do you know? One of them no claw ever Vegas. At least in this matchup. They really need to adjust Clawed Vega. That shouldn't be a thing. Let's walk under. I was doing like early jump roundhouse, and I like only traded with stand jab once when I was fighting what's his face in the finals. I'd like to remind you of the time that Vega had an invincible DP in Street Fighter Alpha and Street Fighter 2. In both of those games he had an invincible DP and it was pretty good. No EX. That was weird. It's definitely worse than Karin. I really genuinely believe Clawless Vega needs a pretty serious retooling. As a former Vega main, I don't like what current Vega is to. Vega should have been my day one main. Guile feels perfect as a former Guile player. Guile feels pristine. Guile feels like a fucking treat. Vega does not feel good. Vega does not feel like Vega, and he doesn't feel good. And it's not the motion. It's not charged emotion. I don't care about that. I care a little bit. I'm not even talking about buffs. He just needs something entirely different. He's not the character that he's supposed to be. You can react to jumping with hard OR and it's good. It actually has a very small, it's so slow. That's the only thing. Oh, that was a failed V trigger. I mean V skill. I mean target combo. It's so bad. Okay, nice. Really like the plus frames on that V-trigger. I was thinking it was really shitty for combos, and I was like, this is probably a lot better in Footsies, and yeah, it's a lot better in Footsies. V-trigger's a lot better in Footsies. I really like landing that TC. Look at that V meter. That's a pretty high damage ender anyway. As a meterless ender, it's pretty good. God, that counter hit didn't link anything. EX hands was definitely the right play there. That's not even a combo. I like that meter use. The reset. He went double grounded. This is a perfect. Woo.
Kolin wins.
I really feel like he doesn't have the capacity. I really feel like it should be Claude equals offense, Clawless equals offense, Claude equals defense. It should just be like keeping people out and then going in. And there should be like a decent number of matches where he wants to go out and a decent number of matches. Honestly, it should be more often that he uses the Claude mode because keeping people out is more of a thing you need to be able to do in Street Fighter V. But that's not how it works. Stand jab low strong is too good. That's too nice of a link.
Can you dodge this?
That alone I feel like makes Clawless Vega way better. And then you factor the differences between the TCs. I kind of like the other TC more. Ooh. The stand strong TC feels more useful to me. The current system is like Claude Vega for early game, or Clawless Vega for late game. Or more accurately, the current system is Clawless Vega all the time in almost every matchup. The idea, which is clearly the idea they were going for, is he has a more consistent anti-air in Claude mode. Like that's how they did it with the hard edge.
Round 2. Fight.
If he had a good anti-air in one mode but not the other mode, that would be a great example of him being defensive one mode and not the other mode. But hard edge should be like, they should have done the hard edge what they did to Rashid's hard mixer. I think Vega's design is really bad. I don't think he's a really bad character. I think he's low tier. I think he's definitely not good. But I don't think he's well designed at all. Yeah. Should burn a bar here. Oh, strong and stand strong too. Ooh. Okay. Cool setup. Very cool setup. I like how he did jump in EX air fireball. What's wrong with air fireball? What did that be? What was he expecting? What could she anti-air with? Play similar is worth trying, but actually... Karin is a better Vega than Vega. Go play Karin. Karin has the Vega ideas and the Vega playstyle.
Round 1.
But she's like actually good. She can actually control space. I would say him immediately. I mean her. Who else? Bison doesn't feel so different from Vega. He's kind of fun. I don't think Guile's that similar, but I have a lot of fun with... I've noticed a lot of people who like Guile like Vega and vice versa. Definitely Chun-Li. Chun-Li and Karin would be my top two. For characters who are Vega but fun. That was cool. The defensive tech, the jump back tech, the Momochi tech that Sako just pulled out. Grab the crouch, the jump back, the towards Fierce. Shun feels quite a bit like her third strike self. Shun is well designed. She was a little strong in season 1, but she's still like they made her what they tried to make her. Chun-Li is functional. She's like fun. She's like a good representation of her character archetype while still being very new and fresh. Chun-Li is a near perfect character design to me in this game. Chun-Li is fantastic. Chun-Li players rejoice. I should like do like a little list of how I think each character, like how well designed I think each character is. I wonder if people would find that interesting. At least the 2-hit sweep. That's like the one context where the 2-hit sweep is kind of good. He didn't do the punch follow-up. He did the medium kick version. That's a really interesting response to fireballs.
Round 1. Fight.
Obviously, he'd be better with that. So it would kind of patch up his combo game a bit too, I feel, depending on how they designed it. Honestly, they could make it not hit crouches and it would still be very welcome. I don't feel like early characters are better designed, because I feel like the DLC characters have some of the best design. Honestly, I think Kolin is fresh as hell. From a character design standpoint, I think she's super interesting. The only question is whether her tier is good, which it might not be. But regardless, like, she's really cool. There's something very interesting going on about her toolset. From a character design standpoint, I think Kolin is quite good. I think Yurien is fantastic. I think Gal is fantastic. I think Juri and Ibuki are both quite good. No, very good. I think Balrog is... I don't know. I don't know what Balrog players wanted. To me, Balrog is much more interesting than he used to be. But, like, he's not very much like old Balrog. So I don't know if they're, like, old Balrog players who are just like, this isn't what I wanted. I think Vega in the beta had a safe Los, like a neutral on block, light roll, something like that. He had like something very shenanigan-y. Oh, look at that combo. That was actually the time. Damn, that was it. You guys, that was it. Hold on, where was it? He did the wrong combo. EX hands, okay. Right here, it should be medium step kick instead of EX step kick. Okay. I mean, instead of EX uppercut. And then instead of that, it should have been medium step kick into crouch roundhouse for the juggle, into EX step into punch follow up. That does 9 more damage. Factoring scaling, that looks like sub 5 health, man. That looks like nothing. Factoring and scaling, I think that would have been the difference. I mean, it's 9 damage already factoring scaling. If that did 9 more damage, it would have killed, I think. I like Akuma a lot. Akuma takes the best parts of Akuma and the best parts of Oni. And also, he's very fresh and new. That's most of it. Like, it's like the best parts of Akuma, the best parts of Oni, but then also mostly, like, entirely new shit. 8 damage. But that was, like, the exact time where the slightly higher damage combo is better. Also, if I recall correctly, it's closer to 50 stun than 40. Ooh, no cancel. There's like some little combo stuff with Kolin I would fix up. One thing I would do fucking immediately, I would do crush counter stand fierce into V-skill. I can't believe that's not a thing. V-skill should be like 7 frames, to be honest.
Kolin wins.
She doesn't have enough ways to land V-skill. The fact that she has a target combo into it is kind of cool, but like she doesn't have enough ways to land it.
Round 1.
I think the addition of crush counter stand fierce, which is very easy to get, into V-skill, which doesn't lead to a whole lot, but at least gives you a little bit of V-meter. Like that entire sequence would get you just a shit ton of V-meter. That would just be a very satisfying sequence too. And it would work at all ranges, if it linked the top. I think they should speed up her V-skill a bit. Or extend the length of her crush counter stand fierce. Either of those would be good. They should allow that combo. That combo would fix her character quite a lot.
Round 2. Fight.
You literally just have to react and cancel it. There's no other conversions. The only new link you get is a link into crouch medium kick, and you actually lose a link into stand short. Also, the link into crouch medium kick only works from point blank. Also, it's not even a good link. You can't do anything from crouch medium kick except V-trigger, and the V-trigger is okay. It's not good. Not a bad punish. Failing V-skill from Stand Fierce, I'd probably make light hands into a 7-frame attack. Or like 8-frame. It's 9 right now. And Crush Counter Stand Fierce is 8. So I feel like if she could link light hands from Crush Counter Stand Fierce, that would be kind of cool. That being said, she can already cancel hard hands, but I just think there should be a link there too. I think the V-skill would make a lot more sense. There should be like Karin with her Crush Counter Stern Roundhouse. She's got a Crush Counter that's really easy to land, but you can't really do anything with it except get a little bit of V-meter. Kolin's fireballs are one of her best attributes in my opinion. They're definitely weird though. That still wasn't a punish. That was a really good time to V-trigger. Good blocking. Takara. Neat. That worked, and thus I have no complaints with it. But I feel like the towards Fierce was very obvious when he got the V-trigger knockdown there after the throw. And I feel like he should have just gone for another throw. I feel like there was no human way that Kolin was going to tech the throw there. And even considering that, like, it's not like there's any risk to doing meaty throw on Kolin. What Karin does EX Tenko in to death off a CC stand kick. I don't even know where to begin with that sentence. What are you trying to say? EX Tenko works from some ranges. Also Close Fierce works from some ranges. If you're at the ranges where you can do those things, do you do them? That's another nice thing about Karin's Stand Hard Kick. So she has better conversions if you like, you know, react. Nice link! Nice link! That's going to be a big part of Kolin. That's a huge component of her character. Oh wait, I got it. I understand the sentence now. What? Karin does EX Tenko into death off a Crush Counter Stand Hard Kick. Now I get it. The lack of punctuation made it hard to read for me. I like carefully analyze. Right, nice job. I mean, most of the time, Karin either gets nothing or V-skill off of Stand Hard Kick and Footsies. If you do Tenko, if you do EX Tenko, if you do EX dash into Tenko too soon, it won't reach in time. And if you do too late, it won't combo in time. If you're really far away with your Stand Hard Kick. And I don't even mean really far away, you have to be like take the max range that Stand Hard Kick will hit and divide it by 2. And that's like, that's the good range for EX Tenko. As a follow-up. That's really good when it's possible. But like there's distances, especially where you're more often to be using it. More than max range, really? I gotta do some testing, I might be behind the times. The jump hard kick is kind of good. At first I was like, wow, this is a really bad jump hard kick because it's slow, but it's got a really tall vertical hitbox, which works really well with her ice ball. There's some cool setups you can do with that. One of them's at the end of my Kolin video. No, I think it's kind of good.
Round 2. Fight.
From vanilla to super, I went from Vega to Guy in Street Fighter 4, and going from Vega's neutral jump roundhouse to Guy's neutral jump roundhouse was bliss. It was like seamless. I was like, okay, I've got a really good neutral jump roundhouse, now I've also got a really good neutral jump roundhouse. Ugh. Anyway, Kolin being able to get 1-bar conversions or get, you know, V-skill for just easy V-meter conversions. Both of those would be nice things that Karin can do that Kolin cannot do. I feel like the Stand Fierce from the one should be like the Stand Roundhouse from the other. cute. That is a shit ton of damage on Akuma health. Oh, he couldn't even have a conversion there, I don't think. Yeah, only V-trigger conversions from that. Or crush gunner. That's gonna work. Goddamn. Goddamn. Sokka. Fucking smart. I never thought about that. She's got 1 anti-air for fireballers. Fireball has a shit ton of grounded recovery. Normally anti-air super is like laughably bad because you have to do it from insanely far out. But as long as he lands in front, super is going to punish our fireball. That's actually like a really good response there. Very nice response. Made a pretty big damage combo. I like how I built that meter with the fireball. I actually really like the light medium don't knock down. Unfortunately, they're both quite reactable, so the situation you create isn't amazing. But it's kind of cool. He just tried it with a fireball. What the hell was that? Is that back roundhouse? Is that a feasible thing? Is that how she plays Fireball Wars and wins? It was back roundhouse. And holy shit, that actually looked like a pretty good tool. I'll have to do a little bit of research with that.
Round 2. Fight.
Very nice anti-airs. Both counts. Ugh. Cross-ups have very small hitboxes. I mean hitboxes. Especially on the front. Ah, I think he wanted EX hands. Tried to get a shimmy. Yeah, the ability to trade with I missed that. The ability to trade with fireballs with like normals. That's like a thing that was relatively common in Street Fighter 4 and 3. I did that shit all the time in Street Fighter 3. Hell, I did the inverse in Street Fighter 3 because Oro had some kind of weird shit. Oro could throw a fireball at a specific time that would guarantee, rather than giving having two fireballs dissipate, Oro could throw a fireball at a certain time that would guarantee that his fireball would, both his fireball and the opponent's would work, basically. Oro would throw the fireball like apart from his body. And it would come out from where his hand is, and then he'd immediately eat the opponent's fireball, and his fireball would already be out past the opponent's fireball. And then the opponent would probably still be in fireball recovery. Delayed reverse is an extremely good wake-up option. Works on almost everything. It's a very anti-meta wake-up option. Block and then late DP. That's exactly what that Akuma did to like picture perfect status. Fireball Wars have certainly gotten dumbed the fuck down. I think the chances of fireballs being overpowered in Ultra Street Fighter 2 are quite good. Put it like that. I might actually play Ultra Street Fighter 2 to be honest. I never really liked Street Fighter 2. I know I play Third Strike, but to me, Street Fighter 2 is even more archaic. Street Fighter 3 doesn't really feel archaic to me at all. The Street Fighter 2, there's so much shit that's just really annoying. Like, I can get reversal, the 1-frame reversal windows in Third Strike. Parry's a lot longer than 1 frame, and that's the main reversal you're going to be using. So I don't really care about reversal EX headbutt or reversal stomp being like kind of hard to time. That just feels fair. But in Street Fighter 2, reversals are like a thing you need to be able to do a lot more often. You have to be able to do like reversal light DP with Ryu like very consistently.
Round 1. Fight.
DPing in general feels just way too plentiful in that game. Oh, crouching opponent. Can't go for stamina, sir. There's a lot of stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff that's like a pad nightmare too. In Street Fighter 2. Like a lot of stuff in Street Fighter 2 is just very, very fucking difficult and annoying on pad. I did not. Just Wong versus who? Hello? Oh, maybe I did actually. I watched the Justin Wong archive. Ooh. Third Strike has... There are DP motion shortcuts, but I don't play a character with a DP motion, so I don't know a lot about that.
Fight.
What about that? What about your Elena? The way supers work, the way that they like defy, that should have been the background, the way they defy canceling, the way that supers, it feels very random. Even among like top level players, Street Fighter 2 seems extremely random to me. A lot of people say Third Strike seems random, but Third Strike is not very random at all to me. People are always like, oh, Third Strike must be really random based on whether or not you get the parries in that particular matchup, and that's kind of true. A little bit. Not really. Winners in Street Fighter 3 is actually quite consistent. Even though all three of Ryu's DPs are invincible, they all have radically different purposes. They do different damage, they have different recovery. Super cancels technically work in Street Fighter 2, but they're not really a thing for most of the cast. And for some reason they're like insanely precise. Like, even if I store Chun-Li's super, it's still really hard to get a cancel into super. Even though I'm literally just hitting one button to another button. It's like, why is this so precise? This is more precise than a normal cancel. Trying to cancel into fucking Gao's super sounds impossible. It's like, how am I even supposed to use Gao's super? Anti-air with it? Use light DP in Street Fighter 5, there basically isn't one, to be 100% honest. There basically is not a purpose for that particular move. It's the least committal. So if you're trying to beat a poke with it, which it can do, then it's pretty good. I don't remember the speeds of Ryu's jab, of his uppercuts too, so it might be good as a 3-frame reverse. There's some other things too. It's all really minor. You almost never see Ryu's light DP in any scenario. Whiffing it can bait people going for bad crush counter combos. People like go for their crush counter punish, but it's a light DP. Yeah, light DP, if you're gonna anti-throw, if you're gonna predict a throw, I think all three of Ryu's DPs are throw immune. But if you're gonna try and beat a throw, you want to do it with the least committal one. You don't care about damage there. You're just trying to not die. Cancels were definitely intentional by Super Turbo. For some reason, the cancel window is just very specific for supers only. Cancels were an accident, like, originally. But, like, there were 5 versions. There were, like, 6 versions of Street Fighter 2. Only light punch is throw immune? Really? I didn't know that. Jesus Christ. Medium definitely used to be throw immune. Season 1. Cool.
Kolin wins. Round 1.
Yeah, I know that Gal has the hard flash kick. I'm pretty sure Ken can only cancel some of his air moves into Tatsu. Which makes it instantly intentional in my mind. Very nice cross under. I really like that EX hands into V trigger too. That's a really good way to set that up that most people aren't really looking for. Let it go.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, light DP is useful for some punishes. I'm pretty sure that only light DP works for punishing like Karin sweep. And there's a couple other random things where you need something insanely fast with a good hitbox that hits extended limbs and catch the recovery of certain attacks. There aren't that many. It's not like a huge deal. I really feel like Street Fighter 5 Ryu should be able to do anti-air light DP into juggle. Anti-air light DP X Fireball. I would quite like that. I'm kind of surprised that's not a thing. That was really cool. That V-trigger to set up the blocked uppercut into Ice Ball. That was actually really cool. I guess we'll watch some Wolf Crown.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, I see. I'm pretty sure it takes 4 frames for the sweep to retract, so that makes sense. So I think Ryu's 3 then 4 for the 2 versions. Anti-air light DP would be very nice for Ryu in Street Fighter 5. I would give him that in a heartbeat if it was me. This is a pretty cool matchup. Also, it's Brian F. He's a very good player. That's not bad as a punish. Needing to use the X is, I mean, for free, you're doing a jab back, right? So she does like who knows how much in block damage and white damage, and then you do a jab in return that's probably the same damage but actual damage. Obviously that's not, there's also the possibility the sweep hits, but that's not the end of the, like being able to get a jab guaranteed is still better than some characters. That's still a decent way to dissuade. Wait, timeout, did I just see that? Something very strange just happened in my... Maybe I imagined it. I thought I saw second hit only of sweep connect and get the crush counter and then him quick stand. That's the second only. He didn't quick stand. Yeah, I missed it. I might make like a 10-second video of that. Feta. So that's kind of cool. Good wake up jab. Wake up short, rather. The future. That's what I'm gonna say if anyone knocks me out. This will be my last words when I die. The future. Alright, stand strong into stand short. Amusingly, stand short and stand forward are the same speed. God, kind of hit stand forward and stand short. I like know what he says, the Moonin. I like understand what Guy was supposed to say. I like, because I know like a lot of Japanese terms, it's really funny when I like see the thing that needed to be translated in the translation they gave it. I definitely would not have translated that as profound sadness, even though that's correct. Even though it does translate to profound sadness, that was definitely not the way to do it. I really like the Fei Long one, I think. I think it's Fei Long. Ore no Makana! It's my loss, technically. I think he says I lost in the US one. Which is probably the best translation they could have given. And also, it doesn't sound too bad. That's Fei Long, right? Ore no Makana? I forget what he says in the Japanese version. I think he literally still says "my fight money," but it sounds like really shitty because he's got a crazy accent. I can't hear it in my head. No punish. Dog has fairly easy punishes there with jab. Not too bad as they go. Dive kick is a phenomenal parody of fighting games. Like, as a concept, it is fucking hilarious. The entire notion that fighting games are just dive kicks and whoever lands the dive kick wins is fucking funny. What level is it that Balrog starts getting like wacky shit off counter hits with turn punch? Is it 4? Ooh. Or is it 5? Really bad punish. It's been in so many fighting games that a character with a good dive kick is just instant top tier. There's so many KOF games, there's so many Street Fighter games, there's so many games where dive kicks are just ridiculously dominant.
Kolin wins.
Shit, having a good spike is good in Smash. That's almost a dive kick. Falco's spike is so fucking good.
Fight.
Ed is the character I'm most interested in. And in terms of playstyles that are missing, there is only a few semi-poking characters. And the only dedicated poking character is Sim. And I don't know. I want more counter pressure that's not fucking Sim. I want more counter pressure characters. There are only like a few counter pressure characters right now. There's like Birdie, I guess. There's like Chun-Li. There's like it's such a short list. Oh. Guile, Nash. That might be the whole list. Birdie, Sim, Guile, Nash.
Round 2.
That's like a very small list. Just give us literally Angel from KOF with no changes. That's what I want. Nice combo. I didn't realize that was a thing, but that's totally a thing. I was going for low strong, stand short all the time. I mean low strong, stand forward. And if the stand forward got a counter hit, I didn't know what to do, because I was out of range. But stand short after that, if that works. It might have only worked because we started with the slide. Necro would be a good addition. That being said, Necro is not really a counter pressure character, but he could easily become a counter pressure character. It would take absolutely no work to make Necro a counter pressure character. Interesting. I was literally thinking about that today, Moogle Pies. Unfortunately, it only works with the new 3DS, and I kind of don't want to buy one just for that. So the answer is someday. It'll probably happen once 3DS emulation becomes a thing. But I really want to stream Fire Emblem 13 and 14. Why does Scarlet die in Revelation route of Fire Emblem 14? Explain that to me. Someone explain that. I need to know. Spoiler alert, Scarlet dies. Scarlet dies in 2 of the 3 routes. But like, literally there's a route where everyone's supposed to live and Scarlet's the only character that dies. It's just like, why? Ken is scum, but I like him. This entire like round is scummy as hell, but I like it. Oh my god. I want to watch that run again. Just from the Ken comeback onwards. Empty jump into buttons is really good against Kolin. Or not really good, but it's not bad. Random hard Tatsu into fucking full juggle. Meterless juggle. The overhead, where you link the fucking 3-frame attack. Oh my god. Ken is literally scum. But he's scum that I love.
Final round. Fight.
That felt cheap as hell. It was a good comeback, but it felt cheap as hell. I think you cancel. That is a really cool color. I like the slightly reddish skin on this gi too. Makes him look a little bit more evil. This is a really cool costume. Alpha Ken is like the only Ken that looks good in this game, to be honest. I don't really mind the default Ken outfit. I'm not that guy who's like, Ken is ugly. He had it there, didn't he? Yeah, he had it. That was the time. He could have juggled V-Skill. It's really good to juggle V-Skill there. Not a lot of people do it. It's quite good there. I guess he wanted to set up maybe. Or maybe he just doesn't know. Most people don't seem to know. Neat. No quick stand and he'd be triggered and comboed. Ken probably didn't realize he was about to die there. That's the beauty of it. Very cool.
Kolin wins. Round 1.
Pocket fighter? Is that the SNK one? On like the Neo Geo Pocket? No. I never owned a Neo Geo Pocket. That was cool. Oh, that's an entirely different game. Pocket Rumble. I've never heard of that one. The taunt! Let's the whole thing play out! Scum! My current 3DS is hacked and it's pretty great. Having a hacked 3DS is pretty great. I don't really have a whole lot of disposable income right now though. I literally just bought a Switch. That whiff punish. That was tight. Kolin actually has quite a good potential to whiff punish. My theoretical fighting game would be a 4-button one. I think about my 4-button fighting game like every day. Custom Fighter. My tentative name for it. Custom Combat. I literally am like a Mike Z in like the weight.
Final round.
I could become a Mike Z at any time. If I had the capital. If I could talk to the relevant people. I feel like 4 buttons is the perfect number for a fighter, to be honest. Less is too few, more is too many. I don't feel like the fact that Street Fighter has 6 buttons helps it at all, to be honest. In KOF, you still have like all the same shit that you need to be able to do across 4 buttons, but it's packed more densely, if that makes any sense. What is this fucking Chun doing? That's 2 random supers. If you ever play a KOF game, there's like still the same total number of things. I mean, you have fewer normals, but you have the same number of functions packed into fewer normals. So there'll be more normals that kind of do multiple things.
Fight.
I probably would have close normals. I don't know, I need to think about that one. That's a question I never actually asked myself. I've got like vague ideas for what all the normals would be. I have exactly 3 characters in my proposed fighting game. You better believe that my proposed fighting game would have hella good tutorials. It would also be nearly devoid of mechanics. I've done like a lot of thinking about this. The entire notion of a 16-button fighter is kind of terrifying. Didn't grab. Show me that dashing command grab. That's pretty gimmicky. They're trying to move in. Yeah, sadly, like, light roll with Footsies is probably not that bad. I still don't like it. That was really well spaced. She probably can't do shit there. So basically the only mechanic, I mean there would be cancels, and there would be juggles. I probably wouldn't have links at all, or if I did have links it would be, I would have the input buffer system from Street Fighter 5. But I would probably avoid links for the most part. The only links that I could really see my game having is like a Yun style command grab, where you link, like you do a command grab then you link an attack. And I would probably make it not very hard. I wouldn't want this game to be difficult. That's one of the main things about this theoretical game, is it's supposed to be very easy. It's supposed to be a game entirely about strategy and with like almost no executional component. I have 2 versions in my head. I don't know which one I would actually carry out. One of them has no super meter at all. The other one has a super bar that's 2 ticks long, but there are no supers, so it's not really a super bar. It's a Roman cancel bar. So every time you have a tick, you can do a Roman cancel. And if you have 2 ticks, you can Roman cancel an invincible move. And that's it. Reads and reactions would be part of it, but it'd be more about strategy in a different sense. If you don't know about my fighting game that I've got an idea for, the entire idea is characters don't have inherent special moves. You pick special moves from a list, and then you pick the motions you want for them. And like there'll be a lot of different special move archetypes. Like there'll be like fucking 10 different fireballs you can choose from, and the fireballs will be different. You'll have maybe like a Gal style fireball where it's really slow but has quick startup, and you'll have like a Ryu style fireball where it also has quick startup but kind of longer recovery but travels faster. Shit like that.
Kolin wins.
And if you want like fucking whatever 3 special moves for your character, you can just choose them.
Round 1. Fight.
If you want your character to have a fucking DP fireball and an SPD, that can be your character. And then you can assign whatever motions you want. I probably do just like I probably wouldn't have actual charge moves. I'd probably have just like tap moves, like back forward punch, something like that. I probably wouldn't have mash motions either. But I'd let people have like core circle forward, half circle forward. Half circle back. There'd probably only be one version of every special move. It'd probably be like quarter circle forward, light punch, or quarter circle forward, hard punch. Both give you the same exact special move. No, I wouldn't. I would make it. I wouldn't make it so you had to like pick other special moves. I wouldn't like make a cost. I thought about having a cost the initial time I thought about it, but like I would make every fireball inherently balanced against every other fireball. I'd make it so like the sonic boom would have other downsides.
Round 2. Fight.
Can you dodge this?
I kind of thought about a parry too. I would probably have a parry in it. But the parry would be very simple. So there would be a component of picking moves where you can kind of mix up the opponent, having a good low parry and high parry presence, or rather high pressure and low pressure presence. And then certain special moves would be above a certain threshold. So you know how light normals work in Street Fighter 5? I would have that, where like certain special moves can combo from lights, and that's like sort of a rare thing. And the special moves that can combo from lights are extremely fast. Like let's say every special move that combos from lights has to have like 7 frames startup or less. 6 frames startup or less. And then if you got a parry, you'd be like +6. For example.
Kolin wins.
So like there would be kind of bad special moves that you could land after a parry.
Round 1. Fight.
But you couldn't land anything. You couldn't land a full combo after a parry. You could only land like that one special move. And you'd be extremely motivated to take at least one move that had like this fast startup. So you could combo from lights and so you could follow up from your parries. But again, these special moves would be worse than other special moves. They would do like less damage. Or not knock down, or things like that. I'd have a fireball like Ryo style fireball. I'd have a fireball like K-Dash or Jury, where it's kind of like a charge and then a fireball, something like that. I'd like just steal like just concepts from other fighting games. I'd make it so you could make Ryu if you wanted to make Ryu in this fighting game. Yeah, I'd have a fireball travel along the ground. Probably make it have extra good frame data. I don't know if there would be hops. I haven't decided if there'd be hops in my fighting game. That would be an important component. I'd want fireballs to be decent. Decent to good.
Final round.
KOF has pretty good fireballs, but still has really, really good movement for most of the cast. So I'd probably steal frame data from KOF style fireballs. Oh, the other idea with it was you have a fully custom moveset, or not fully custom, there'd be like 3 sets of normals. And then special moves you add on.
Kolin wins.
Three basic bodies. And then the special moves would be unique for each character too. Like there'd be a Grappler style body and it would have the Grappler normal set. And then you would have Grappler style special moves.
Fight.
You'd have like the Hugo clap and the fucking, I don't know, bunch of grabs. You don't feel like you can spam fireballs in KOF, you know what I mean? Fireballs don't feel spammable in that game. Fireballs just feel like a tool in your arsenal. In Street Fighter, you kind of do feel like they're spammable for certain characters.
Round 2. Fight.
Now the thing about this fighting game that makes it so interesting is there's going to be certain combinations that are super potent. Like having a DP and having an SPD is inherently going to be very strong. There's strong motivation to grab those two. I'm going to try and balance it, like all the special moves against each other in a vacuum. But like specific kinds of special moves are just going to be really strong together. But that's the meta. Trying to figure out like what tools work well together. Like maybe I have a fucking command grab, but then I also have like a fucking super good anti-air for catching people who jump out, like you can jump. Stuff like that. So that kind of pair of tools would work really nicely.
Final round. Fight.
The combos would be really simple, it'd just be like normal cancel to special. But then the Roman cancels would add a depth to it. So like if you did like fireball, if you did like stand hard punch fireball, Roman cancel, you could dash in and then do like another stand hard punch fireball. So it would still be a very short combo with the Roman cancel. but it would do like double the damage. But the combo system would be incredibly fucking simple. Most special moves probably wouldn't set up a juggle state. I'm not sure how I would feel about like special moves like the Akuma Light Tatsu style. There might be some of them. The damage-oriented special moves. It's like, what are you really choosing when you're choosing special moves? It's like, I want footsie-based ones. It's like, well, what about like combos? You got to make considerations like that. You've got to consider what makes a character effective. That's super interesting to me. Trying to make a fighting game character that works. I want to make a fighting game engine where other people. What the fuck? I want to make a fighting game engine where other people can like figure out what makes a fighting game character good. But it would be very low investment. It would just be like, if you want to be that guy who just makes Ryu, you can just make Ryu. I have 3 characters in mind, but I might make a male and female skin for each one.
Fight.
Oh, but hold on, I forgot the actual main component of this, and the reason it will probably never actually get made. It's custom movesets for every character, but the other component was I want it to be custom characters too. I want there to be like Tekken-style character design, but like more so. I want it to have a super, super elaborate like avatar creator, and then other people online see your avatars, so you can fucking make Ronald McDonald and go online and fight people. Ronald McDonald with fucking Ryu's normals. I mean Ryu's special moves. That is why my tentative name in my head for this game is custom combat. It's because the entire nature of the game is create a character. That's supposed to be an anti-cancel.
Round 2. Fight.
Are you asking me if I would take special moves from Injustice 2? I'd take special moves from every single fucking Diddy fighter that I know. I would also take a lot of recommendations from like people who are deving, who are like beta testing the game. I want Mugen Editor, but easier, and also with like better online support. Character size, how do you mean? I think all 3 characters would be identical size. I think even if they had like different looking hitboxes, I think they would all just be like fucking, there'd be a standard hurtbox.
Kolin wins.
I think that's how I'd prefer to play it. I don't really see a particular reason to make the Grappler style body big.
Fight.
Basically, I've got three characters in my head. I've got the Grappler style guy, the normal style guy, and the fucking the ninja style guy. Those are my 3 characters. The ninja style guy would have trick-based special moves, but they'd be kind of low damage and more like specific. They wouldn't do multiple things; they'd do like one thing. But he might get to pick 4 special moves instead of 3. I think the Grappler and the Ryu, the normal everyman, I think those 2 characters would both have 3 special moves to choose from, and I think the ninja style character would have 4. But I think the ninja style character's special moves would be shittier. Yes, you can make her.
Round 2. Fight.
Anyway, all of those models would have their own normal set, so it would be 3 different sets of normals. But I was thinking a male and female version of each of those. So you've got a man and a woman who look identical. I mean, not look identical. Play identical. For each one. The female grappler would obviously be Zarya from Overwatch. Alright, I'll do it. Anyway, the Grappler would have moves, like special moves that sort of oriented them to a close range, dangerous, far range, have to get in kind of way. And then the ninja style character would have kind of highly specialized kinds of special moves, like a command dash or like a command jump or shit like that. Maybe like a command grab where they jump over your head and then you link. Stuff like that. Have that kind of move. Solar Plexus is a really fucking good name on this replayer. And then the everyman would have like the other, like the normal, I don't know, the normal guy special moves. He'd have like all the normal fireballs. He'd have like the Rekkas. He'd be like the character with the Rekkas. I'd try to constantly rebalance it, but Smash 4 Miis are literally like my baseline here for what I want to make. Smash 4 Miis are literally a great example of what my game would be. But I would try and rebalance it to like make sure that everything was strong. But it'd be okay if like certain things were strong, because there wouldn't be really a reason not to pick those things, unless you just didn't like them very much. But I'd try and make it like, I don't know, the fighting game wouldn't be super deep, so actually balancing it really well would be difficult. A command grab, the thing is, like, the idea is like the everyman character might have a lot of different DPs to choose from based on the angle he wants to hit, but the Grappler character might have like fewer DPs. The Grappler character might only have one Rekka instead of like a choice between 4 Rekkas that each do different things, and the one Rekka might be really kind of like not as good, but he still has a Rekka if you want to be the Grappler with a Rekka. You know what I mean? Like all the character archetypes, like the command grabs on the non-grappler would be really bad. It's like, oh, the everyman can have a command grab, but it wouldn't be that good. It wouldn't do that much damage, or it wouldn't have great range. It would be more of the Vega style command grab, and less of the Zangief style command grab, if you know what I mean. Have you ever wanted to play a grappler with a Rekka? See, that's what I want to do. I want to make a game where you can do that. I want to make a game where you can have your ideal character.
Kolin wins.
And the thing is, I was thinking about like what does it mean to have different Rekkas? It's like, okay, we can have one Rekka that
Round 1.
actually combos from lights, but the other ones don't. You can have a Rekka where the first Rekka is safe, and all the other ones the first Rekka is unsafe. So that would be like the Footsie Rekka. You could have Rekkas with different speeds and different ranges. There's like a lot of ways to make like different Rekkas. See what I'm saying? And these would be the things you're choosing between when you're choosing between the available Rekkas. I'm pretty sure all the characters would have the same health for what it's worth. And you'd have to choose. You'd only have 3 move slots. So you'd have to like not pick certain, no matter how you did it, you'd have to not pick a bunch of useful things. I'd also have meme moves. I would have lots and lots of meme moves. Fighter Maker 2, Toilet Mayhem. I'll look at this in just a sec. Like, I'd have a move that basically did no damage, but just built a shit ton of meter. Like, it's just like a fucking, an orb that doesn't even knock down. Think Chun-Li's Kikosho, but only one hit. And it doesn't knock down. And, like, smaller. Chun-Li's Third Strike Kikosho. Think Ryo's Blat. Think Ryo's Fireball, but doesn't knock down. But it just builds a shit ton of meter. It just builds, like, half a fucking, builds half the Roman cancel by itself. Some of them would be air special moves, yeah. Probably not a dive kick per se, but like special move versions of dive kicks, like Kami. Not like a Yun style dive kick though. Oh no, what about the end of this match? I want to see it. What the fuck is this? Put it up too early, asshole. Look at Tokido. Oh man. So the thing is, my game would basically need to be a 3D model game if I wanted fully customizable characters. Because making a bunch of sprites sounds really, really hard. But like, having customizable aspects on a model is pretty easy, as I understand. Where's that Pocket Rumble link? I lost it. It was a while ago. Give me the meat. Wait, that's it. Oh, is this that game where all attacks do the same damage? I know about this game. Every attack does exactly 1 damage. This is a very cool game. I'll probably play this. I thought this was already out.
It was a dream that I saw.
The fuck is
The
this?
city started
Read
to
the match.
crumble apart.
It's so nice to meet.
Round one. Fight.
War Groove. Oh yeah, this is the Fire Emblem. I mean the Advance Wars like, isn't it? Yeah, we play in Advance Wars now. Game looks tight. I've already seen it. There aren't that enough games doing this. It's literally Advance Wars. It's just Advance Wars. But that's not bad, damn it. That's great. Every time there's like whenever there's like a really unique game, and it's just like, can we just keep having that game? How come there's never been a game in the style of fucking Mega Man Battle Network? I might look at this game later. Pocket Rumble. Well, that's cool. That was kind of good. Isn't that kind of minus though? It's only minus point blank. They can't interrupt you and save themselves from the ice ball hit. I think in that context, back throw into ice ball is actually pretty good. Oh my god, that was cool. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is already the best Karin Kolin I've seen. This is also the only one that's not like 2 days old. This one came out like... Actually, no, this is still 2 days old, yeah. A Blaster Master sequel? I have that game, believe it or not. I actually own that game. The NES game. Nice.
Final round.
It's like the absolute worst place to add in Be Sure to Cancel. I don't care about the trailer for Blaster Master. I'm impressed that that's being made. That game's supposed to be quite famous and quite well known. I didn't really like it. Guild one. Nice combo. Future's looking pretty bright for video games. I got Zelda and Bomberman, by the way, since absolutely no one asked. Those are the 2 Switch games I got. I went in not expecting to buy a game at all, but they had a bunch of games left over, and I was just like, well, I guess I'll get one, since I don't have one. Oh, that's a shame. Oh my god, that shitty-ass punish. I'd get annoyed at super defensive, huh?
Akuma wins.
The thing is, I actually pre-ordered the... When I pre-ordered the Switch, I paid full price for it. I, like, paid the full price right there and then. And so I went in... I forgot that I did that. So I looked at my bank account and I was like, I'm not going to get any games for the Switch. I only pre-ordered the Switch and I was just like, you know... And I went in, I looked at my bank account and I was like, you know, like, I'll just get the Switch so that I can actually have it, and then I'll get games, I'll worry about games later when I actually care, when I have time. Ooh, nice. And then I went in today and I fucking tried to pay for it and they were like, oh, you already paid the full price, and I was just like, oh. So I kind of went in expecting to spend $300 and ended up having to spend $0. So I like had like a ridiculous like over budget from what I was expecting to have. So I was just like I went under budget, you know, whatever. I was just like, okay, I guess I'll pick up some games too since I've got the funds for it. So I walked out with 2 games expecting to buy 0 because I expected to buy the console, but I'd already bought it. They had a shit ton of copies of everything. It's not like I had a hard time getting them. Honestly, even if I didn't pre-order the Switch, I could have gotten it very easily that day. Or not that day. A couple hours ago. You know what I mean. While I was there. It wasn't like in short supply. Or not for the midnight launch anyway. I bet it's going to be real hard to get one tomorrow. But it was really easy to get one just now. The only people who showed up, the only people who were even aware of the midnight launch were people who already pre-ordered it. People are aware that Nintendo really likes to underproduce their consoles. And just their shit in general. Same job as a punish. Nintendo really likes the false scarcity, and people got burned by the Wii and the false scarcity on that. So this time they were anticipating it. A bunch of people pre-ordered. There are a bunch of other people there, but I didn't talk to any of them. I was unsocial. I don't remember the GameCube ever being in short supply, or the N64. I also don't ever remember the Wii U being in short supply. I just remember the Wii, and the NES Classic. I remember those being rare. I don't know about NES or Super Nintendo because that was before my time. I was born like in the year that fucking Super Nintendo was already popular. In a year. Is this really Mike Ross playing Kolin? I'll play Breath of the Wild eventually. And by eventually, I mean probably at some point within the coming week. I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to really do it right now. I'm like anticipating a wedding I'm going to on the 10th. If you guys didn't know, I'm going to be best man. So I have to like actually do shit. And I'm like, I don't know. It's really stressful. I want to not ruin my friend's wedding. I like really want to not ruin my friend's wedding. Love that juggle. These matches are bad. I can't imagine the Mike Ross. Mike Ross is like the opposite of what I would expect a good. Mike Ross's entire playstyle is the opposite of Kolin's entire playstyle. I can't imagine that Mike Ross is a good Kolin. Even though he's a good player, I just can't imagine it. I'm sorry. It just sounds bad. Laura, on the other hand, feels like a picture-perfect character for Mike Ross. Laura and like Kolin are kind of like antithesis characters, I almost feel. Even though their fireballs are not so dip-similar. I don't know what the fuck your motion is if you're getting that mistake. This one says Sonic Fox. I want to see Sonic Fox playing SF5. Sonic Fox is one of my favorite competitive fighting game players. Sonic Fox... Sonic Fox seems like the perfect person to play this character. Now that I'm thinking about it. She's got a really MK style toolset. Like now I'm thinking. She's got like a really MK style toolset. I don't know the frame data on that non-EX Zoncon block. Maybe stand short would punish. Got the counter hit, didn't get the link. I'd have picked that up. I saw it. Yeah, DP motion to up forward. That is all. Also, down forward to up forward doesn't count as a quarter circle. I don't think. Neat. Oh my god. With the full combo, he might have built super. My super would have killed there. There's a very small delay to account for the jump frames. Jumping actually takes a little bit of time. The height restriction on teleport is extremely low. It's basically as soon as you hit the ground you can do it. It basically doesn't have a height restriction. But you still gotta resolve. You can't do anything, including moves with no height restriction, in the first like couple frames of your jump, and also any of the pre-jump frames. So there's like 6 frames where you don't do anything. You just hold up forward. If you're getting super, you're hitting the button way too early. But also you're overrolling. You shouldn't get super anyway. There's only 1 down in the entire sequence. You shouldn't get 2 downs, and you need 2 downs for a super. Back throw would have killed. Okay, I really want to see Infiltration's Jury. People have been talking it up really hard. And Infiltration, Jury is the perfect character for Infiltration. Also, this Chun-Li looks rad. I heard the story about this Chun-Li recently. This guy apparently won a contest. And he won a tournament, and Capcom made a unique color for him. This color is only on this guy. Is there a better thing in this world than fucking green tea? Jury is such the perfect character for Infiltration. I really hope he sticks with this character. His Jury in Street Fighter 4 was actually quite good, if I recall correctly. He didn't play her ever. No, I'm misremembering. That was Punko. Punko had the Jury. Actually, Infiltration might have had a Jury too. It might have been both of them. Punko, I mean, Infiltration's DiCapri, like, convinced me. Thinking about Infiltration's DiCapri utterly convinces me that this is, like, a great character for him. Love that combo. You can also do hard into EX.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, most Korean players have a Jury, I'm pretty sure. Just like how most Americans have a Ken. Nearly everyone has attempted the main Ken at some point. That was cool. Kept the corner. I feel like Jury's underrated. I feel like she could be unlocked by a really good player. And I feel like Infiltration's a really good player who plays kind of quirky, unusual characters with weird restrictions really well. Shen playing Ibuki is like perfect in my mind. Infiltration playing Jury is like perfect in my mind. Certain picks, it's just like I know what that player tends to do, and it's just like, how have you not found this character yet? I was like waiting for this for ages.
Round 2. Fight.
I was definitely rooting for Eduardo Perez in that match, but the match I got was so fucking insanely good. I cannot complain. Very nice combo. Link to the stand jab and then got the link like that. Yamada Taro is probably just his fucking whole name. Taro is a very common first name, Yamada is a very common last name. This guy probably just has his fucking entire name as his fucking username. God bless the Japanese. Oh, that could have been a whole bunch of shit. That could have been stand strong, stand forward, medium flip kick super. That super. This might kill? Yeah. Remember when Infiltration counterpicked Misei's Makoto with Chun-Li? That was crazy as fuck. I was really hyped for that. He couldn't pull through, but it was a really good match. I'm like honestly really surprised Infiltration lost that. I thought that was a really smart counterpick, and I was like impressed with his Chun-Li. I was like, damn, this is actually really good, and this is a cool character for him. Makoto though, she's explosive, and Misei is really good. It was like a crazy good set though. That was like my favorite set of that entire event, Capcom Cup. Wilson vs Daigo at SF4 though. Isn't that the one where he picked like Balrog and shit? That's a really wacky match now. Like if you go back and look at it. Even Daigo like looked kind of like, you know, dated. His gameplay style. And that was when Daigo was in his prime. Look at that CC combo. That did pretty good damage. That was a B&B crush counter she has. God, Infiltration's perfect with this kind of character. His jury is already really good. I'm liking it a lot. Very nice. Oh, the full combo. That's a new thing she got for Season 2 that's actually very strong. I'm probably going to be doing 2 cooking videos tomorrow. I'm probably going to make some gnocchi tomorrow. Cooking with Beth gnocchi. I got 2 chicken breasts. I got I forget. I grabbed some things. I'm like, I'm gonna make a nice meal. Ooh. I like haven't cooked with meat, and I don't just mean for the cooking with BAF. Like I haven't cooked with meat at all. I figured chicken breast would be a fairly innocent place to start because it's just when it's the right color you eat it. I figured chicken breast is probably one of the easiest things to cook that's a meat. It sounded tasty, and it seemed like a good way to learn. There's no like component of overcooking or undercooking. I mean, obviously there's a component of undercooking, and obviously there is a component of overcooking, but it's like fairly obvious when a chicken is like, you know, you just cook a chicken till it's done. There's no fucking rare or fucking well done or anything like that. You cook a chicken until it is cooked. I think I can deal with that.
Round 2. Fight.
I've only cooked very casually before cooking with Beth, but I've been doing a shit ton of cooking off and on screen with cooking with Beth. I cook a lot more now. Honestly, like the way I cook though, I've kind of been gaining weight rather than losing it. Even if it's plain chicken, I'll enjoy it. I've had some plain chicken in my time. Chicken can only be so bad. Chicken has a high minimum, if you know what I mean. I'm not worried about the chicken ending up bad. The worst thing it can be is tasteless.
Jury win. Round 1. Fight.
I want to be that guy who just goes over to his friend's house with Tupperware and it's like, hey, I like overcooked food. Or not overcooked like overcooked, but like I cook too much food. I have this. I want people to fucking be like, damn. Oh, nice combo. You don't see that one very often. Yes, I love that combo. Oh, it kept going. I've never seen that particular conversion, I don't think. I've seen the super cancel. Just long enough to get that full charge. I didn't know that. Wait, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. She can break the fireball law in V-Trigger?
Round 2. Fight.
I didn't know that. What the fuck? That's like totally new information to me. That's uppercut. Wow. I think that he intended for that to beat V-Skill, if the V-Skill happened to take place. But I guess the extra frames were already used up. No, the fireball law though, he put 2 fireballs on the screen at once. It must be safe, huh? Nice. That's a pretty good poke. That's one of the best pokes in the game, honestly. I said it's pretty good, but like really, like Jury's medium kick is one of the best pokes in the whole game. 5 frames start up for close, 7 frames start up for far away, decent damage. Very good hitbox. Great range. As an Ibuki main, I feel like Ibuki is better than Jury, but I want to see Infiltration's Jury more. Even though I like watching Ibuki. Jury deserves a good player. There, that's why, okay? I'm sure everyone agrees with me right now. If Jury's bad, we need someone to at least prove it. Because right now there's a whole bunch of people who aren't even like fucking... Oh my god, that bad punish. Still gonna kill, I think.
Jury wins. Round 1. Fight.
The scan color looks really cool. Really like that. I feel like this should have been his fucking default color. I like the black, but like this is much more Kenny to me. With the red. I'm fairly certain Alien knows how to play. I'm pretty sure Hollywood knows every character more than I know my best character. Alien's the kind of guy where he like has like a crazy I believe in a heartbeat that Alien like has tried everyone. That was a good jump back strong. Nice hitbox on that. Infiltration 69. This guy's got a pretty fucking good name. It's the kind of name that Infiltration would appreciate too. He's probably yucking it up looking at that guy's name as he fights. God, the Ryu named Solar Plexus, that's still funny. Ken Scum. Fucking new combos like that.
Final round.
The fact that Jury's V-Trigger can feng shui, can, like, Magic Series, is such an afterthought, I feel. The infinite charges is good. And the way they improve the charges is nice. The activate to confirm and the activate to have all charges all the time. And the activate to like make you safe. The fact that she can do like fucking light, medium, heavy was the original purpose of Feng Shui Engine, and now it's just kind of a thing that it does. And the only context where you really use it, it doesn't even help that much. And it burns like a shit ton of V meter like nothing. I feel like they should. I think that's... I don't know. It sounds strange to say that I almost wish it wasn't there. I like that it is there. But I wish that there was more of a purpose for it. Even though I'd be happy with the V-Trigger if it wasn't there. Oh my god. He still got the punish. Kinda like the decision to go for jab there just to make sure he got the punish. I'm starting to get real tired, and it's also starting to be 3 AM. My friend told me that Switch games have like a special coating on them to make them bitter, to make it so you don't want to swallow them for like kids in Japan. And I really, really badly want to lick one of my Switch games. I know how that sounds. I'm really curious, that's all. So she still could have ended with medium charge though, right? So she still had another hit to tag on.
Round 2. Fight.
Maybe I'll have a drink ready. He really likes the light fireball. I like that he likes the light fireball. Alright, maybe I won't lick it. Now I'm even more curious, but I'm not the kind of curious so I want to try it anymore. Zelda Bomberman, there's literally only 4 games. 1, 2 Switch, and... I forget. It's like a pretty small launch, honestly. Sorry, just get some shit on the virtual console.
Jury win. Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, the Switch box that I got is really fucking small. I haven't opened it yet. It's sitting behind me. But I was kind of surprised, because the Wii U box I got was pretty huge. I could just keep this. I could sell it on the internet and probably make like $100. I got the gray one. I could keep it and fucking wrap it, and it'll be a valuable collector's item in like fucking 20 years.
Round 2.
When I went to the midnight launch of the Switch, there were a shit ton left over. It was like fairly easy to get one. I just want a fucking new 3DS that's not the XL. I don't like the XL. I like the small one better. I don't like how heavy the XL is. Yeah, if you missed out on the midnight launch, it's probably going to be pretty annoying to actually get a Switch. But there were a bunch on the midnight launch. They had like way more than... The only people who showed up already pre-ordered it. So like they had all the ones they were going to sell the following day. I just bought it from GameStop. Unboxing stream. I don't have a camera, except my fucking phone. I could do it. I could do an unboxing video. I don't think I could stream it.
Fight.
Meanwhile, my dick hanging out in the bottom of the screen the entire time. Guys, this will be a Switch unboxing. Heavy breathing through 30 seconds. Grizzled Bear Paw reaches out to fucking pull the tape off the side of the box. Jerry's really good. Jerry's a character I really enjoy watching. I really like spectating Street Fighter 5. A lot of people are not so impressed. The only thing I don't like about it is the low ceiling. Smart. EXDP should beat this though, right? No, it didn't. Smart. That was a dead zone. Infiltration is... That's a really unusual setup to go for. Infiltration's a smart guy. Jury's ass though.
Round 1. Fight.
Dunna is what kind of? I didn't hear the middle part. Hoshi is want. What part of you should I break? What kind of body part do I want to break? Probably the most literal translation. This fucking Karin is pretty great. Oh shit, it's Mago. That explains it. That explains why this Karin is great. I was like thinking to myself, I was like, damn, these are pristine footsies. These are some great footsies. And then it's Footsie King himself. Duty God himself. Nice convert. He got the charge, and the other charge, and the super damage. Nice punish. Ugh. All things. Love that combo. Me about that one.
Final round. Fight.
I think there were two people with very similar infiltration-based names. Ah, it was a failed instant Tenko. Not a bad failure as it goes. Could have been really unsafe. Here, Sam Fierce was cool. The way both of these guys are playing is fucking great. Oh my god, that jump, why'd that work? Just let him out of the corner like nothing. Come on, Mago. The XCP would have been nice there. That's a really good V-reverse. Dodge the entire mix-up. If you're early enough with your V-reverse, it'll punish the Rekka before she can do any follow-ups. Which it looked like there. What the fuck? That was really strange. Come on, Mago. What the hell? Who the fuck is this guy? I've never seen that name. Diamond Balrog. Might be cool. I'm starting to get very sleepy. I think I'm gonna stop before I stream 2 hours. I think I'm gonna leave in sub 10 minutes. Coincidentally, this video is about 10 minutes remaining. We'll have to skip a little bit though and make sure we finish in under 2 hours. Could just be another good Balrog. Iwate's got a really good Balrog though. Ooh, that's Sam Fierce. Jerry Stan Fierce actually has an amazing anti-air hitbox. Very underrated. Very underutilized. It's probably a rest anti-air normal. Although she's got a couple other ones that are kind of good. Whew! That shimmy. What an odd shimmy-like thing. I never really thought about that, but that's actually really good. Safety doesn't really matter with a shimmy because you can react to them like teching or whatever. So it's more like a punish than anything else. Oh my god. I forgot the turnaround punch leads to tap follow-ups. Turnaround punch is basically not in my Balrog B&B video, which is a shame because it's great now.
Final round. Fight.
Maybe she said Donna and not Donna. No, I'm not sure. That was a different quote, but it made me start thinking about the first quote. Donna would be kind of unusual thing to say there. Though is like how. But I don't know what kind of part of, I don't know how you put that in. I thought it was like didn't need a qualifier. Isaac Footsies, nah. Do is like an adverb, I think. And doesn't need like a part of speech afterwards. How would definitely be an adverb in English.
Round one. Fight.
It's funny that parts of speech like that still work like that. Parts of speech translate fairly well between languages. It's a strange thought. Oh, later it's smashing tofu. Language is a thing that's very interesting to me as someone who can sort of kind of speaks several other languages. As someone with Pidgin Chinese, Pidgin Korean, and Pidgin Japanese. Jinseo could technically be written, I think, in all three of those, but it would be much more common as a Korean, I think, than anything else. I think. I don't know anything about Korean. I was just fucking around when I even brought it up. I know like 20 Korean words tops. Annyeonghaseyo. Hanguk Saram. Or like Miguk Saram.
Round 2. Fight.
Nah. Anio. Give us a. Oh fuck. Very nice.
Jury wins. Round 1. Fight.
Very nice. That walk under on the jump was cool. Anti-air stand short. Dude, fucking Chinese slang is bizarre. Because what they'll often do is they'll swap a word for another word with the same pronunciation, which also makes it nearly impossible to censor Chinese on the internet, because people will just like make a phonetic thing, or like they'll make a sentence that phonetically sounds identical to a lewd sentence. Chinese has really cool slang in general.
Round 2.
Like the word for a slut in Chinese, I think, is literally like public bus. Very nice dive kick. Really good punish. Very optimal. Whatever light version would have killed there. Light DP rather.
Final round. Fight.
Oh. Infiltration's jury is honestly one of the best juries I've ever seen. Just watching it this last long set. Really cool. Huh. This is gonna kill, right? Same setup. Yep. Was that the same match? Now I'm like getting like, it's like, oh fuck, did I already watch that? It's the same two players. I was thinking about other shit. It didn't look familiar. That setup looked hella familiar though. I saw the short forward roundhouse that time and I was just like, wow, he could have done something totally different there. I haven't seen that much Aya. I know he's supposed to be like a really, really good jury player. I'll probably watch him tonight while I'm lying in bed. Study. Nice whiff punish, or not whiff. Well, I guess it was a whiff punish. That was like really good awareness though. It's like, oh well, I flipped out, so I'm gonna do my stand jab to hit him, and then cancel to charged V skill. Charged V skill is really good for a lot of reasons that people don't normally consider. Jump forward on reaction to a stomp or forward jump from Bison. Early jump medium kick is a really good reply there, because it's got a good lateral range. That being said, if you can land jump strong, it's better. Or air throw. Jury has an air throw. It's a good one too. Kinda like that. Keep him in the corner, get some wide damage on him. This should kill. Oh. Dark Desia. Doku is poison in Japanese. I literally only know this because of One Piece. Because the Doku Doku no Mi. No, I know some... I think there's an expression that says poison. Wasn't there a Doku in Mario RPG? Wasn't there a Doku, an enemy with Doku in the name who's like a poison enemy? Or maybe a skill that had Doku in the name. Bowser had that poisonous gas cloud. I don't know the Japanese name of it though. I think it just had an English name. No, I'm thinking of Mokura. That's not Doku.
Round 2.
Anyway, Doku is poison.
Fight.
That's good. Anti-air super. Looks good from that range. Yeah. Anti-air super from Jury is surprisingly good. She rarely goes under the opponent because her push box gets really tall when she uses it. I find it kind of strange that... Oh, never mind. Nice whiff punish. Or empty cancel, rather. Not really a whiff punish because that doesn't have a hitbox. I've got to click on this. I just want to know. I just want to see a little bit of 0-3.